I guess I'm trying to wonder where to even start or what to even say or I don't know. Um, so I think I've been sitting here contemplating whether or not to even start videos or to do anything, period. And it's not even just for views, but it's more so for myself, I guess. Like, when I get down or when I feel the way I feel, I might as well just say it and give myself some type of outlet because holding it in obviously isn't working for me. And like me dealing with the things I'm dealing with, it's been 10 times as hard without my mom. So her being gone since October is not okay with me, and I think like I've always had issues with depression or anxiety, and now it's seriously worse than before because when I vent to somebody, it's not the same as venting to her because she's not here to tell me she understands and she knows. So me venting to somebody that doesn't understand is getting me nowhere. And the more I have to repeat myself, the angrier I get because I just feel like it's not fair. And now that I'm in it mostly alone, like I know I'm not alone, but I'm not around the same type of person that my mom was that exactly understood everything I was going through and there to push me to be okay. You know, like me holding it in now and not having her is so hard. So I think this would be a great way for me to do these. And I'm not sure if I want to leave them raw and uncut, but I think this video is going to be me raw and uncut because why not? So obviously I'm on dialysis. It's been 6 years in October. And I was 21 when I found out that I was going to be on this. So me sitting here with B type blood, and I'm going to be waiting look like longer because it's the hardest one to match. So, you know, I'm 27. It's been years. And for me, I feel like I'm stuck, and the more I get on social media or see other people that are in my life doing things, even people that's on dialysis doing things that I feel like I should be doing. So I feel stuck. I feel lost, confused, stressed, anxious, depressed. Like if you look at my face, I've had clear skin my whole life, and lately I've just been picking at my face. More so just as a nervous habit now. I've never had that problem. And it's just whatevs, I guess. But yeah. So in my head, I'm my own worst enemy, I think. I overthink things, and with my mom dying and being on dialysis again, I feel like the same thing is going to happen to me. And I don't know. It sucks because that's in the back of my head every day now. With me being on dialysis and seeing new people come in as well, I feel lost. Like I want to help them. I tried to help them, but it's like I don't know. You can't help people if you can't help yourself. And I think I try as much as I can. So I try to give as much advice as I can, but I also tell them like, yeah, you should listen to your doctor, but like also listen to us because how can you listen to somebody that can't completely understand? You can read a book as much as you want. You can stick somebody with needles as much as you want. You can teach them what you read as much as you want, but if you truly never sit there and go through it, you can't really tell somebody that you know how they feel or you know what they're going through, or you can give them advice on something you have no idea about. Yeah, reading a book is fine, But going through it is a completely different experience than actually physically putting yourself through the stress and pain of dialysis. So, what ifs. But yeah. Also, I feel like I'm being grouped in the category with people that have chronic kidney disease, CKD. But I've met some people lately. I never would have known about certain things that go on being on dialysis because I'm grouped. And seeing other people explain different things to me that they're going through is so crazy because they sit there and tell me the exact same things that I'm being told by a doctor, but something happens and you only know about this type of thing because you went to the emergency room, not because the doctors did any test on you or whatever. It's only because you took the time to figure out. And that's crazy to me. Things I feel like could be avoided if we aren't grouped and individually looked at like we're humans. We're not all alike. No one looks the same. No one talks the same. No one dresses the same. Their hair is not the same. The personality is the same. The DNA is obviously different, but yet we're all put in one category when it comes to things pertaining to our health. And I'm also finding out that I'm not alone in people telling me things like, you don't have AIDS, you don't have cancer, you don't, have this, you don't have that, things could be worse. You could, like it's not like you have cancer. But in actuality, I feel like kidney disease, especially what I have as FSGS, is I'm not trying to, put myself up there or put us up there or downplay having cancer. But I feel like what I have, slick worse than cancer. Like, legit worse than cancer, actually. Cancer, I've seen people go into remission and have cures and, with treatment they get cures, and with research they get cures, of course, yeah. Like, it's bad. But being on dialysis, it's incurable. It's something you deal with the rest of your life. There is nothing that will change that, especially with it being chronic. Like acute, maybe you revert back to, before, and there's things that could treat it. But me being chronic and other people I've seen being chronic and going to the workup that I went to on the 24th of July, which is this week, I've realized that there is no cure for this. So me doing dialysis, me taking this medicine, me getting a transplant, all of it's for naught, because at the end of the day, this is something that you'll have to deal with the rest of your life. So me being 27, young, I'm going to get a transplant. That's a temporary relief for me to just be able to breathe and not have to go to dialysis 3+ times a week for 4 hours. So me getting a transplant, I'm going to need one again in the future is what I've been told. So the younger you are, the more transplants you'll probably need once you figure out that, you're getting a transplant. So dialysis, temporary, but dialysis also stresses out your other organs. So you being on dialysis starts to weaken everything else. So then the medicine you take, the other medicines you have give you side effects. So you have problems with other parts of you. Especially being tired, that's one of the things. And then having a transplant does absolutely nothing, because you'll need one again in the future. And then getting a transplant is just a temporary relief to give you some space and time to live a normal life. But with the transplant, you take these immunosuppressant drugs, so you have no immune system, and it's on purpose because you don't want your body to fight off a foreign object, which is a kidney from somebody else that's not supposed to be in your body. So that leaves you like able to be sick from other drugs. So you have to be able to watch things, and then you can even eat pomegranate, which is my favorite flavor of anything, or fruit. and grapefruit or green tea or herbal things and supplements. You have to cut those out your diet. You have to cut anything out of your diet that boosts your immune system, because you don't want to lose your transplanted kidney to your immune system fighting it off. So, downside, of course. And then also, with that, it's not even a guarantee. You getting a surgery, getting a transplant, it might not even work. You're going to have to do dialysis a few times sometimes, maybe, to get it to work. Like, nothing is a guarantee. And then this medicine that you're taking is so much to take, but like, it's just to stop you from dying. Everything is a type of thing that prevents you from dying, basically. So the only reason you're doing these things is to live. So if you completely stop, you're dead, right? And then, like, dialysis, what's the point of that if you're weakening the rest of your organs? And then you're gonna end up back on it at some point in life. Like, the younger you are, expect it. You might need 2-3 transplants in your life if you start young, and especially if it's chronic. I think the longest I've seen, and that's what my mom has been, 15 years of somebody with a transplanted kidney. But I mean, obviously she passed away again, so and I'm not even sure what that was related to, but I'm sure it has something to do with dialysis. And I mean, you sit here and you go through these things, and when people try and downplay you by saying, oh, you don't look sick, you should probably be working. You have Medicaid, you have Medicare. Why? Really? Are you mooching off the government? You seem perfectly fine. You look perfectly healthy. Yet I'm here dying, having to go places and get up in the morning to go to these places, and I'm struggling to get out of bed and do normal things that normal people do, like wash my hair, brush my teeth, wash my face, clean my room, or wash my clothes, or drive places and deal with things. Yet this will be for the rest of my life. There is no cure. So excuse me if I get a little moody or bitchy, because I'm eventually going to die from this. And I'm never going to have this not affect my life. Like, this is something that's with me from here on out. Like, it's not going to be gone. It's never going to be different. This will always take a toll on my life, no matter what. So, I think I have a little bit of a right to be upset about it. I try not to take it out on other people, but the things that are ignorant to me really piss me off. I don't like being told it's not like I have cancer, yet you've never taken the time to look this up or research it. You never heard about it until me, and you still haven't asked me questions. You just assume you know. And that's what annoys me, I think, the most. And I feel so bad, because sometimes people don't have what I had. I had my mom. So I had some type of leverage over people that's just coming into it. She was my backbone, and she's always told me I'm the strongest person she's ever known that's dealt with this. But without her, I'm not anymore. I mean, she didn't realize that she was the reason I was so strong. But now it's different, right? So me being alone now, is taking its toll on me. And it's not fair at all. Like, I already had to go through this, but without her, come on, it's not cool. So, I don't know, but it's completely not fair. I see other people dealing with this, and they're struggling. They don't have the support system that I have, and I feel so helpless to help. I don't know what to do. This might help, but so, like, in the back of my mind, I tell everybody, like, as much as I can to help out. I'm telling people that don't even go through this to make sure they check themselves, because it does not discriminate. You can get sick, old, young, black, white, short, tall, healthy, not healthy, because I was completely healthy to my knowledge before this. I always got checked out. Always made sure I was, my mom made sure all 3 of her kids got checked because she didn't want us going through what she went through. Yeah, the middle child gets it, of course. So, and I feel like it was me. It was meant to be me. It wasn't meant to be my brother, because he definitely wouldn't go through this and he would be dead. And my sister, she's a little sensitive, so it was meant to be me. I wouldn't want it to be any of them. I wouldn't want it to be anybody else. I feel like I got it for a reason, and that's what it is. But it's taking its toll, and I am having trouble with other things, and it's to be expected. I mean, my mom warned me. So me being on dialysis 6 years is taking its toll. My heart's having trouble. My body's having trouble. It's just a lot. My face, my skin, everything is having a problem with these things. But I think I was prepared as much as I could be. Yet, again, being put into a group or being condensed into just one type of issue and not looking at the bigger picture of every individual has individual problems is never going to be the same. But if you're only there for your paycheck and you'll send me there to your office 30 plus times just to check my blood pressure but nothing else, you're going to get paid for that, of course. But not taking care of each person individually the way they deserve to be taken care of will shorten my life and their life, because I'm not your priority. Like, I am just in a group and you tell me that I'm gonna be okay the same way you told the person before me or after me that they're gonna be okay, even though we have 2 different underlying issues. It's not gonna work out, right? So I feel like this being on here and stuff like that is me, I don't know, like, me being on this is for a reason, and maybe this is my purpose, to educate other people and to let them know that don't take the shit that you're given. You deserve to live, and it's your right to have the treatment you deserve, because at the end of the day, they're gonna go home and they're gonna be okay. Their kids are gonna be okay. Their life is fine with, their normal lives. They don't deal with this every day, and it's something you need to force down their throats, that I deserve to live. I deserve the right just as you and your family deserves the right to live. I want my individual assessment. Look into me as a person and not just as a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And then the issue of Medicaid and Medicare as well, that's a problem for some people, because they feel like, I'm young, I don't deserve it, I don't need it, I don't whatever. But at the end of the day, dialysis is almost $17,000 per treatment. I go 3 times a week for almost 4 hours. So that's not even just me. Expand that to the whole clinic. Plus, the doctors get paid for coming to the clinic. Even just coming and asking if you're okay. They get paid for that. So I feel like you deserve the same amount of treatment as somebody that doesn't have Medicaid or Medicare. You deserve the same amount of treatment as somebody that's paying out of pocket. You deserve the same amount of treatment as somebody in the 1 percentile of. You deserve the same amount of love and attention as somebody that is rich, a billionaire, millionaire. You deserve the same amount of treatment as someone who's homeless. You deserve the same amount of treatment as someone who depends on other people taking care of them, that can't do it for themselves. A child, an adult, an older adult. Everybody deserves the love and attention that they're like. It's not fair to be treated differently because of who you are or what you have. And I think that I personally have a lot of different problems that the next person won't have, or they have way more problems than I do have, and I don't think it's fair that we find out as we're being admitted to the emergency room, or as we're dying, or as it hits. Is not fair. Like, check me out, look me up, do what you need to do, take the test, take the blood, look at me, study me. I don't want to hear about what Sally, John, and Ben have. Worry about me. When you're getting a paycheck because of me, I think I deserve some of the attention that you're getting paid for. Am I correct? Now, I've had some doctors that you can obviously see that they just call me in because Medicaid and Medicare is what's paying them, and they will get paid regardless. And I feel like a lot of them call you in just to get that paycheck. Like, they don't look at you, they don't deal with you, they don't access you. Like, you're just a paycheck. You call me in here, take my blood pressure, send me home. Ask me if I'm okay. Did I cough today? Did I sneeze yesterday? That's the whole appointment. You send me in the lobby for 45 fucking minutes to just tell me, oh, your blood pressure's high, you should take your medicine better. Like, I could have told myself that. If we all doctors in that case. And stop just sticking me on medicine because you never really checked out what's going on internally. Deal with me how I deserve to be dealt with. Deal with them how they deserve to be dealt with. Is not fair at all. We deserve so much better. And I'm just here ranting because it's what I feel, but I need to get it out. You watch, you don't. But ask about yourself. You feel something, you make them deal with it. Do not take that shit. You deserve so much more than you think you deserve. You're important. You matter. You deserve to live. You deserve to be dealt with accordingly. Like, stick up for yourself. Do not, and it doesn't matter what you have, do not let anybody tell me or you what you don't deserve, what you're not able to have, what you feel. You don't let people tell you what you feel. You feel what you feel, and you stand up for yourself. If somebody tell you some shit, you tell them some shit back. Give them facts. They don't know what you deal with. It's a day in the life of you. Like, you know what you go through. They don't have to, the right to tell you what you feel and how you feel and what you deserve, what you don't deserve. You deserve everything you have come